What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I got to have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me? This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton Daniels. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? That is correct, Treese. It is Christmas Eve. Hey, I was replaying and rewatching a show from last night, which was absolutely live. Make sure y'all check that out on After Hours if you haven't already subscribed. But I kind of like the way that I sounded with the AirPods. Why can't I find my AirPods? There they are. What else? There they are. I like the way I sounded with my AirPods. So I'm going to try something really quickly. Try something real quick. Like the sound was super clear. You know what I'm saying? So let me try something. Let's try something. All right. So do y'all like this sound more? Is this better? Is this a better sound than me just talking on the audio? Because if this is a better sound, then I'll actually rock out with this. This sounds way better. Okay, so I'm gonna rock out with this then. J Lab Sports is the only one that said no. But this sounds way better. I'm assuming that this sounds way better. Somebody said I sound like I'm in the hallway. Hold on, let me see something. Let me make some slight adjustments. Is that better? Is that better now? What about now? Is this a little bit better? I removed the white noise, and so now you should be able to just hear me directly before we get started with the show. All right, so we good now? So this sounds better. This sounds better. All right, cool. All right, cool. So this is what I like to hear. This is what I like to hear. No echo, voice sounding okay. Well, talk to me then. If my voice is sounding sexy, then Keisha. All right, y'all. So we gonna try these for a second because I was gonna pull over a microphone, but I said that I'm gonna just try these. Why is it a little? It's just different. One, two, three, check. Just different, different, different. But it's clear and it's crisp. So we gonna try it for this Christmas Eve. So I want to try all the new things before we head back over to the studio in the new year. Before we get back to streaming with the white shirt on and all of that. So we gonna just chill. All right, y'all. Let's get started. So how y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today? I'm gonna also say this. I'm thinking about. I got short mics. I got a bunch of short mics all in here. I want to stream tomorrow morning. I want to stream tomorrow morning. Some people are saying that, oh man, you shouldn't stream on Christmas. I don't know why we wouldn't stream on Christmas just because it's Christmas. Why wouldn't we stream tomorrow? I'm feeling amazing. How y'all feeling about streaming tomorrow? You'll be on the road, so then that means that you'll be good to listen. Stream tomorrow, we don't miss. All right. AD, what brand you use for storage and what size storage do you use? What do you mean, what brand do I use for storage? What kind of storage? I don't expect I don't expect for there to be a lot of people on a live stream tomorrow, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna stream. Yes, I had a safe landing. I literally landed at 5:30, 5:45, something like that this morning. So I took an overnight. Y'all see me on a stream last night, and then I took an overnight, and I landed at like 5:30 in the morning. And as soon as I landed at 5:30 in the morning, I came straight to the studio. My suitcase is literally still in my car. I came straight to the studio and I got back to work. And so the thing that I've been working on all morning is transitioning all of the videos into the new format, into the new just moving everything. So I've been working on Patreon stuff for the most part. Working on Patreon stuff. Ava says I need sleep. I'm gonna sleep after the stream. I'm gonna take a little nappy nap after the stream and I'm good, but that's what I do. I can't help it, man. Seriously, bro. I left Cali right before the storm we having. I know. I know, Bridge. I know. I know, Bridget. I know. That's the whole idea. And it's a little warmer than it was before I left, so I'm cool. Oh, you talking about my portable hard drive? Yeah, I got a portable hard drive. I use damn, I gotta go get it out. I gotta go get it. It's in there. But I use a portable hard drive. Yes, I do. See that? I use a portable hard drive. It was in here. It's plugged up. Actually, you know what? Let me see. Why y'all be asking me these questions on the Millionaire Morning Show instead of asking me on the Patreon? I use Seagate. Boom. I use a Seagate portable hard drive. And this is like, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is like 5 terabytes. Let me see. Get info. Yeah, this is 5 terabytes. So for every show that I have, or for every channel that I use, or every channel that I have, I double back it, or actually I triple back it up. I back it up in the cloud, and then I back it up on 2 hard drives, and I use a 5 terabyte hard drive, and I change my hard drives every year. So if you notice, for example, this one says Darth Anton 2025. And so I use all of the stuff from 2025 that I vlogged will be backed up on this one. And then I also got one plugged up that I'm using to upload. So every single show, every single vlog, everything that I've ever recorded in my entire life, everything that I ever recorded in my entire life, I have it backed up 3 times. It's 3 times backed up. I got it in a cloud. I operate just like a business. Literally, I operate like a business. It's backed up in the cloud, and it's also double backed up on two different hard drives. And I do that for redundancy, meaning that I keep one in one place, I keep one in a completely separate place. Let's say, for example, it was a fire here, right? That means that I need some redundancy. I also need it in a cloud, and I also need it in a completely separate place. So that means that I'm always secure. I'll always have backup copies, a physical copy, that's correct. And then I have it in a cloud also. Always. I always keep three copies of everything. Keep two physical hard drives and then one in the cloud. And that way, no matter where I go. So then, right now, I'm live streaming on the big computer, so you can see it right here. So I got my big computer with the Macs and all of that stuff. So I'm live streaming on the big computer right now on my on the studio joint, and then I keep multiple different MacBooks everywhere I go. I keep multiple different MacBooks, MacBook Pros. So I spend a lot of money on equipment. I spend a lot of money on cameras. I spend a lot of money on my studio. I spend a lot of money on software, hardware. I invest heavily in myself. I invest heavily in my own stuff. You hardly use your Mac computer, so what you buy it for? What you buy it for? I invest heavily in all of my equipment, and I get the best of everything because it's a business, and I need the best equipment to be able to do the best things, and that way I'm able to do what I need to do. No, I don't have any Samsung tablets. I only use this. I use my Apple. I use my iPad Pro, and then I use my Apple Pencil for everything. So I always travel with my iPad Pro, and then I keep my MacBook unless I'm traveling, um, to a different state out to bring a MacBook with me. But I usually just keep an iPad Pro inside of my book bag, and then I keep a different MacBook everywhere that I go, and that way I don't have to have a whole bunch of stuff in my backbook. I mean, in my book bag. So, yep. And there you go. So you wanted to know what I use. That is what I use. And that is how I get it popping. And then I keep my vlog camera in here. I usually keep a vlog camera inside of my book bag, which is this one. I didn't drop my microphone. Keep my microphone. And then I keep my vlog camera. And that way, when I'm on the go, I just lock in. Bam. Flip it up. And then I start vlogging. And I go from there. And that is the way I move. Everything is based off of no extra movements, super convenient. Being able to easily port it over and to get stuff done as soon as possible. So efficiency, redundancy, making sure that I can take care of business and I get it popping. So, did you stream from the airport lounge? I did. I streamed on this. I streamed on my iPad Pro. Literally just pulled out my iPad Pro and went to streaming on it. So, and then I got it set up on the little computer part like this. And then I pull it down and I get it popping. So, all right, y'all. Y'all ready to get started with the show? Y'all ready to get started with the show? Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Stop asking me all of my equipment and stuff on the Millionaire Morning Show. Ask me on the Patreon when we start back live streaming after I get everything ported back over. All right, y'all. So I'm fresh off the plane. Haven't really had any sleep yet, but that's okay because we don't miss. And we're going to go ahead and get it popping with the show. First thing that I want to talk about, or that I want to get into, is Chicago. Now, it's a whole lot of stuff that we need to talk about. So I'm hoping that it's not a lot of new news tomorrow, because I almost got to break all of this stuff up into 2 shows. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to have to do, because we got everything. Chicago budget, they passed the budget. We got, Nicki Minaj. We got they trying to dissolve HOAs in certain places. We got crime everywhere. We got a lot of stuff that we need to get to. So I have to make sure, that I cover it all. Amber Rose reacting to Nicki Minaj, all of that type of stuff. So we're going to get into it. All right. Let's get to it. The first thing I want to talk about is 3 teens was charged, because there's been a lot of crime on a CTA bus over in Chicago, and 3 teens was charged after beating a 62-year-old man in a car.
New at 6, 3 teenagers are now charged in the beating of a 62-year-old man on a CTA bus last week. All of them appeared in court earlier today.
2 are charged as juveniles. The other is an adult. WGN's Christine Flores joins us live with more on the charges, as well as reaction from the victim's family. Christine?
Good evening to the both of you. After spending several days in a coma, Larry Gilkey is awake and alert. However, his family says he doesn't recall much from the incident, but they do say it was unprovoked.
The whole altercation started because one of them asked him for money, I'm assuming to ride the bus. And when he pulled out the money and went to give it to the person, he was attacked. And that's the only thing that he remembered. He woke up in the hospital and I was there, and he didn't know where he was. He didn't know who I was.
Tavares Harvey is describing what he believes led to the brutal attack that sent his uncle, 62-year-old Larry Gilkey, to the hospital last Tuesday evening.
He was just returning home from just picking up a few items, some cigarettes and some things to drink from the gas station there, which is only maybe about 4 blocks away from his home.
Police say the attack happened around 5:40 p.m. in the 700 block of South Cicero Avenue. According to court documents, there was a verbal altercation between Gilkey and suspects that led to the attack. Prosecutors say a female and 2 male suspects ran towards Gilkey at the front of the bus and began to strike him, knocking him to the ground. They say the suspects punched, kicked, and stomped on Gilkey as he lay on the ground by the door of the bus. Documents show the driver stopped the bus and opened the door, but the suspects continued to strike Gilkey as he lay motionless on the ground. Then the suspects exited the bus and walked northbound on Cicero. Police and paramedics responded to the scene and took Gilkey, who was unresponsive and suffering from significant blunt force trauma, to Mount Sinai Hospital, where he is still being treated.
They want to keep an eye on him. I believe from there, he's going to do some rehab in a facility, and then he'll be able to come home, and he'll have to have daily care at home.
A female and male, both 15, have been arrested for their role in the incident. The pair were charged with 3 counts of aggravated battery. 18-year-old Lindale Roberts Jr. was also arrested and charged in the attack, which includes felony counts of aggravated battery and several misdemeanor counts. The female was also charged with attempting to steal a vehicle on Sunday in the Austin neighborhood. She and Roberts were taken into custody after that vehicle theft investigation.
What? The female, 2 15-year-olds, and one of them, the female, was arrested for trying to steal a vehicle? What? What in the devil is going on out here? Has some demonic spirit just completely taken over our children? Has some, I'm serious. I'm not even kidding right now. Has some kind of demonic spirit taken over our children? What the hell is happening? What is going on? Why are female 15-year-olds
helping males to beat up on people and stealing cars. And you know, the worst part about this is that they asked him for bus money and he was giving it to them. And then they still beat the crap out of him. And these kids are so demonic and they're so desensitized to where they beat them into a coma. Listen, I'm not even going to say that we had more respect for our elders. There was just certain things that we didn't do. Like we might have played, you know, hit the doorbell and run or cuss out some older person. Man, you old, whatever, man, F you, whatever, so on and so forth. But we didn't beat niggas into a coma. We didn't beat nobody into a coma. What the hell is happening? Y'all beating people into a coma? Jesus. Like, even when me and my brothers in them fought, like, let's say we got into it with each other or we fought or whatever. Because I remember having plenty of fights with my older brothers, my younger brother. Shit, me and my nephews are rumble right now. You know what I'm saying? If it get too lit, my brothers are rumble. Whatever. We are all get it in. We just do it, right? But whenever it get too rough, or if somebody get hurt, or if we see something happen, it's like, oh my bad, man. I ain't mean it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a limit. It's a push. Like, we can get it in, but we not trying to kill you. Ain't nobody trying to put nobody into a fucking coma. It's almost like there's no limit. Like, you can kill somebody and that's just the end of it. I don't get it. Like, you can get it in, but you can. This is crazy, bro. This is insane. This is absolutely wild out here. And I don't get it. They got young girls. Look at this young dude, man. This dude is a baby. He ain't even got no facial hair. He don't even have no facial hair. This dude is fool, man. And you know what he gonna be? He gonna be somebody's hoe in jail, number one, because he young and he's stupid and he probably just turned 18, so he don't even know no better. So that's the first thing. And then you know what the cycle is gonna be? He's now going to become a predator. He's gonna go from prey to super predator over time. And then eventually he's gonna feast on somebody else. And that's the cycle. And you know what else we not hearing? Because they want to hide the identities of the other two. We never hear about who the parents are. I am determined to find out who the parents are of these monsters that are running around aimlessly with no supervision, no checks, no nothing. We got more technology than ever before. I could find out exactly where my daughter is at any point in the day. My daughter, let me tell you something. My daughter regularly, even when I'm out of town, checks in with me at least twice a day. At least twice a day, my daughter is checking in. At least twice a day, I can look up and see, okay, so she home. All right, cool. She checking in. All right, wow. Okay, cool. Y'all don't know where y'all kids are. They out here beating up on old folks. This is crazy, bro. It is.
Neighborhood. She and Roberts were taken into custody after that vehicle theft investigation. Officials say at least 3 witnesses positively ID'd the suspects and still photos from the surveillance video.
He's very happy. He's also very angry, that it was a bunch of children, but he's happy that, he's alive and, they've been caught.
The 2 teen suspects were ordered to be held in custody. They're back in court on December 30th.
If you are underage, like, you know how they say we're not going to charge you as an adult yet, as soon as you turn 18, you shouldn't get released back to your parents. You should be forced to go straight to the military. If you 18 and above, if they want to charge you as a minor, you should have to go to the military immediately. Immediately. That should be a part of your punishment. You shouldn't just get released to your parents. You should have to go straight to the military also. I don't believe that these people didn't know what was going on. I think that they knew exactly what was going on. But don't worry, Chicago, I'm not done with you. I didn't forget my snow hairs. Check this one out.
New now at 9, three 18-year-old men are charged with assaulting a female classmate at a graduation party in Roselle earlier this year. Prosecutors shared disturbing details today following their first court appearances. Kevin Nemiak, Zachary Mascalo, and John Clary, the second, are accused of sexually assaulting their classmate in June at a St. Viator High School graduation party. The school had no role in hosting or holding that party. Prosecutors say the suspects took turns assaulting this victim in a minivan. The following morning, she told her sister about the assault, and her parents immediately took her to a hospital for treatment. A judge issued a warrant for the teens last week. Nemiak is charged with 3 counts of criminal sexual assault. He is being detained until his next appearance. Mascalo and Clary are not being held under the condition that they do not contact the victim or her family or possess or consume alcohol.
So we got 3 snow hairs that have completely ruined their life. Now, let me be very, very careful with this, because on one hand, if I extend the same grace that I extend to everybody that is accused of sexual assault, regardless of whether or not you're a young person or you're an older person, then they're going to say that I'm giving grace to white people. But I don't really care, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say and I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Let me say this, and let me say this clearly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because I've seen this happen with white people. I've seen this happen with black people. I have not forgot the Duke lacrosse team that was falsely accused by a girl that came over there to bust it down for a real one, and she completely ruined all of them boys' lives. So I'm not going to say by default that these guys are just the predators that they are painting them out to be. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do it, because I don't know. I would like to know the details, and I have put it in my notes to make sure that I follow up, but I'm not going to just automatically accuse them. I am going to report on it, but I'm not going to automatically accuse them, because I don't know. There are so many women and so many girls that regret what they did, and then they go, and I'm not saying that she lying either. I'm not saying that she lying either. What I am saying is I'm going to wait to all of that. Whenever I see people get accused of sexual assault, and I don't care if it's Diddy, I don't care if it's Jay-Z, or I don't care if it's the Duke lacrosse team, and I don't care if it's them. Whenever when I see somebody get, get accused, right? And it's messed up, because these dudes messed up their life. Because regardless of what the outcome is, even if she was lying, them being there and participating, even if she was a willing participant, still messes up their life. And this is why, even as a young guy, I never ever got involved when everybody said that they was running bus stops. Whenever it was, hey man, such and such is coming over here. We about to take her over to the spot. You coming through? You niggas is going? Nah, I'm straight. Mm-mm. And she was a willing participant, and she was absolutely a willing participant. But guess what? I didn't want to be involved in that. Not only was it crazy, not only was I not about to be going behind Dirty Dick Rodney over there, but I didn't want to be associated with anything that could possibly even come back to me in a negative way. In no way, shape, or form. Nope. Didn't want to be a part of no train, didn't want to be a part of the gangbang, didn't want to be a part of the bustos, none of that type of stuff. I was smart enough and I was wise enough as a young man in high school that did not want to get involved in all of that type of stuff. And trust me, in middle school, I remember going to a party at a chick's house, and I told y'all that it was one of the biggest houses, and it might have seemed even bigger to me at that time. If I seen it today, it probably wouldn't be as massive. But I remember in middle school going into high school, and it was a chick that had a crazy party, and I was one of the younger ones because it was a party for high school kids. And them chicks was doing some wild stuff. Them young girls was doing wild stuff in high school. In high school, middle school, going to high school, they was letting dudes do anything. They was drinking, they was getting it in, they was doing all of that type of stuff. So that's why I'm a little bit more hesitant to just say they did it, because that's a dangerous game to play. Should they have been doing that or whatever it is, or doing whatever they was involved in the first place? No, they should have been smart enough to stay out of the mix in the first place. But at the same time, I am not just going to continue just completely throw somebody under the bus without finding out exactly what happened before they actually go to court for it. So, time waits. They look dumb. They look stupid. They look like they was trying to get their little penises wet. When it's little, you call it a little penis. You call it a little peenie. And when you get grown, it's a dick. See, you a dangerous one. You dangerous. You dangerous. You one of them type of niggas. You look just like Dirty Dick Rodney too. You honestly, I'm gonna keep it real with you, McQuell. You look just like Dirty Dick Rodney, bro. And I'm not even kidding. Dirty Dick Rodney looked just like you when he used to wear his hat to the back, bro. You one of the dangerous ones, man. Because you do anything for a hoe. You do anything just because, oh, he did it. All right. Oh, yeah. You one of them dirty Mac type niggas. Talking about it. Walk like a duck. Quack like a duck. It's a duck. What? You know how many niggas got out of jail from the Innocence Project? You know how many people got out of jail from the Innocence Project? You one of the people that set men back 1,000 years. 1,000 years. Set people back 1,000 years. You will let somebody go to jail over something that they didn't do just because it sound good because it came from a chick. Instead of waiting for the evidence and saying, well, wait a minute, let's see what happened and let's see what they said, what she said, because we don't know. And I wouldn't want that to happen to you, bro. I wouldn't want that to happen to you. I would never, if somebody said, hey, somebody accused Dirty Dick Rodney over here, or whatever his name was. If somebody said, yo, they accused you of doing something, I wouldn't say, yeah, he did it unless you was on camera, unless they just got you on camera in 4K and they witnessing it with audio, then I would be like, okay, well, yeah, this is a little crazy. Then we just gonna have to have a little different conversation. But if somebody just accused you, I wouldn't just go with it and say, yeah, he did it. I would say, man, well, wait a minute, hold on. Because this happens regularly. And even if I don't like you, I would never throw you under the bus like that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, bro. We gotta be careful with that. We gotta be careful. Because you set a precedent. Next thing you know, it's a whole new Me Too movement. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. That's crazy, bro. What made you ignore my super chat about Newsom? What are you talking about? What super chat? I see 5 super chats right now, and you're the first one. Jason Jocelyn, are you the person every single show that send me a super chat about Newsom in 1996? Are you the same person that send me a super chat almost every show, no matter what platform that I am on, about Newsom in 1996? I just want to ask before I assume, because I think that you're the person that sent me a super chat about Newsom in 1996. Is that true? Tell me if that's you. If you're the person that sent me a super chat about that every single show, or 1986. Spacer said you had way too much fun with those super chats. Oh yeah, I was super chatting my ass off last night. The PB Troy says, Merry Christmas and thanks for being an inspiration. Well, Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. Merry Christmas to you too. I think he is too, though. Bitcoin Brown in the building. My dog says, morning AD and the Chasers. Blessed to be a part of the team. Looking forward to connecting on updates and new projects soon. Blessings to you, Rita, and Leslie in 2026. May the biggest bags run you down, boss. You pour into us daily. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to you, Bitcoin. I got you, bro. Mr. Independent 2000 says, nah, that made me chuckle a little. What's up to my girlfriend, Tropical Empress and Spirit says, Merry Xmas. Blessings, handsome Anton. Sorry I'm late. Oh, you ain't got to apologize. We good. We good. Let me read some of these cash apps, and then we're going to get to the next story. I can't believe that I'm not even tired. I should be tired as hell right now, shouldn't I? I don't know. I guess it's just got to be in you or it's got to be of you. Shout out to my girl, Molly. I appreciate you for holding me down for the collection plate. Mike, that dude. Thank you, Mike, that dude. I appreciate you. John Teal says, just showing love to the show. Thank you, John Teal. I also want to give a shout out to my dog, Spencer Campbell. Y'all know that this is my 260th Millionaire Morning Show for season 5. Do y'all know that I have done over 1,000 shows, 1,000 live streams, over 1,000 live streams, well over 1,000 live streams, over 1,200 live streams on this channel alone. On this channel alone, I have done over 1,000 solo live streams. That's crazy. That is crazy. Courtney Egger Show says that was a dope combo between you and Fatty. Fatty is family. He's originally from the original Fight Club. Anybody that was around during Fight Club days, you know what's up. You know what's up. He was around for the Fight Club days. There was a lot of people that I put on from my channels and from my shows. Some of them was villains, and some of them turned out to be decent streamers and decent content creators. Fatty is one of them. Fatty is one of them. He said you still watch streams on this channel from 4 years ago. That's what's up. That's why I leave them up. That's why I leave them up. Yes. Long time watcher says ETC, ready to work. First time I'm super chatting, I'm ashamed on Christmas Eve. Why you say you ashamed? Man, listen, let me tell you something before we get over to the next part of the show. I will never, ever shame anybody for supporting me by just watching. Anytime that anybody gives money or a super chat or anything, it is extra. It is not asked for. It's not required. It's not something I'm going to ever ask you to do. Now, what I will ask you to do is if you are looking to go in the direction of a group of people that's going in the direction that you want to go in, and you're looking for a group to help you along the way, and you also want to get the live streams and millions of dollars worth of game, then probably you should join the Patreon. But outside of that, man, listen, I'm never, ever, I'm just appreciative. I am blessed to be able to do the job that I'm doing. I am grateful that I get to kick it with y'all every single day. And if it's only 10 people in here, I would be working my ass off just to make sure that I added value into y'all life. So anything that y'all do and anything that y'all give is extra. I appreciate you, ETC. Don't never be ashamed because it is not a requirement. The only thing I ask you to do is show up, share, and a like for the algorithm. That's it, bro. Everything else is extra. I'm never going to ever ask y'all or require for y'all to hit the Cash App or to hit a super chat. I ain't pressed. I love y'all. Credence and blessings, Captain, says Jaquel. Friends and family, did you catch the Dave Chappelle special? It was legendary. Shout out to the Room 9 panel. Shout out to the Bible study leader Yakar. No, I didn't. What I was thinking about was telling Slimmy to add it as one of the movies or one of the things that we actually review. That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking about asking Slimmy, should we do this? Love you, OG Rihanna. Love you, love you, love you. I appreciate all of y'all. Before the end of this year, I just want to let y'all know that I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. This is the 260th live stream. Every year we cross over 260 live streams here on the Millionaire Morning Show, and I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. All right. What up, the Tropical Empress? All right. Over the next day or two, before tomorrow is up, I'll have everything fully ported over and everything structured in a live in a Patreon, and then that's when I'm gonna start dropping the new videos for y'all. All right. So I've been working my butt off, even with me being out of town. All right, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for continuing to hold me down. Again, it is appreciated, not required. And let's continue to rock out. All right. Dave Chappelle is cool, just a little too liberal for me. Man, I want to share my thoughts on that already, but I'm not. I'm a hold off. I think I want to get straight into it because we got well over 1,000 people in here. OU removes the teaching assistant. Let's get into Nicki Minaj, y'all. Let's get straight into it. So I didn't watch it. I just see a lot of people saying it. I only seen little bits and pieces. So I'm going to skip around in this Nicki Minaj conversation. Shout out B Hunter. I'm appreciating you. I'm going to look at that in a second. I'm going to stick around, or I'm going to jump around in this whole Nicki Minaj conversation because I want to deep dive into what happened and why people are so upset about it, or if they just hate Trump and they just keep labeling Turning Point USA as a racist organization.
So those of you who know, Charlie was very good about having a surprise for every AmFest. And we are so blessed to have you. We are so grateful. I mean,
thank you. I'm honored to be here. I am honored to be here. Thank you for having me.
Love you guys. So we're just going to dive right into this. You had some fun words for Governor Newsom. I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one, we'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice. I think it'd be really great. Okay.
Oh, Gabby Poo, it only gets worse from here for you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It'll make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace.
I'm trying to figure out where the controversial statements came from. Let me see.
The safe, happy kid. If that's what I would say to Gabby Poo. I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never going to come back from it, but you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through publicly, having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny. until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on, you'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair. But this administration is full of people with heart and soul. And they make me proud of them. Our vice president, he makes me, well, I love both of them, but they're both powerful men, smart, strong, all of that, but both of them have a very uncanny ability to be someone that you relate to. I can relate to them. When I hear them speak, I know that they're one of us. Like, I know that they're not. Don't you guys agree?
Okay, so basically, yeah, I see what y'all saying inside of the chat, your car. I see everybody and all of the stuff that they saying. Lady Bell says, Anton, keeping it a buck. You know, I like to integrate the chat into the show, especially if you got to follow. Thank you for the kiss, Lady Bell. I'm assuming that you keep blowing the kiss. I know you didn't blow it for me. You just blew it for the camera for the profile photo. She says, Anton, keeping it a buck. I'm cool with you keeping it a buck. I have more issues with things you say than this, but I digress. Much respect to you and your platform. Well, here's the beautiful thing about me, and here's the beautiful thing about a lot of conservatives. Not all, but a lot of conservatives. I don't take it personal. I don't take it personal. I don't look at what people say as far as them disagreeing with me and say, oh man, I can't believe it. They must be against me as a person. No, we could respectfully debate, disagree. Shit, the people on Room 9 disagree with me all the time. They disagree with me last night on a lot of different issues. You know what we do? We be having a ball. We be having a ball and we rock out, right? So I don't take that personal. I actually look at that as a compliment because it means that we could have some honest conversations. And I don't want nobody around me that's not real with me. I like authenticity. I like having real conversations. And the beautiful part about that is, lady, is that there may be something that I learn from you, or there may be something that you learn from me, because I don't want to just be around people that only agree with me. I want to be around people that authentically agree with me and authentically disagree with me. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that we can't work together. It don't mean that we can't be entertaining. It don't mean that I don't like other opinions. I tell people in the chat all the time that I'm cool and I love it when people disagree. Don't time nobody out. Don't kick nobody out. Now, if they get overly disrespectful and start talking about somebody's kids or something, then we gonna have to start, implementing some measures to prevent that from happening. But I uncensored the chat. People can curse. People say whatever it is that they want to say. People regularly disagree. Eric D was one of the earliest disagreements that I've had, and Eric D is one of the coolest people that I have inside of the chat. So I don't look at that as a problem. I don't look at that as offensive. Shit, if you disagree with 80 to 90% of what I say, I'm more impressed with the fact that you hear and you want to hear my thoughts, even if you mostly disagree with me. I don't see the problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the problem at all. All right, let me look at this timestamp. 2:20. You fast forward, see what's happening. 2:20. You said 2:20? Let's go to 2:10.
We now need to make other people downplay their beauty so that we can feel, no, that's not how it works. I don't need someone with blonde hair and blue eyes to downplay their beauty because I know my beauty. Do you understand? It doesn't bother me that a woman feels and says that she's beautiful.
Amen.
Why shouldn't she feel that? Why have we gotten to a point where certain colors or certain kinds of people have to be afraid of loving themselves and loving the way they look?
I don't. So okay. So what did she say about this assassin comment? I don't get it.
We need to nurture young girls. Yes, whether they are black, white, Asian, Hispanic, they still need to be nurtured. They can.
It sounds like she's mostly just having a conversation about what she really believes. I don't really understand what the problem is. I don't. Let me tell you what the real problem is. Let me tell you. Even if she said some assassin, whatever, blah 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 blah. Let's say that she says something about an assassin or something like that, right? Are we really that sensitive? I say wilder shit on this live stream every single day, and don't nobody in here get offended. They be like, Anton, you crazy. I be talking about the spectrum. Sometimes I get an email. Some lady emailed me and she said, I don't like the fact that you talked about kids on the spectrum. I got a kid on the spectrum, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I hear you. But I can't not talk about kids on the spectrum because your kid is not the only one that's on the spectrum. You know what I'm saying? Like, I joke about everybody. I'm inclusive. That's the real diversity, equity, and inclusive. Why? When did we get so offended? So y'all get offended because somebody say a word that you don't necessarily like? Really? Y'all get cursed out every day. Every single day, and y'all sit there and y'all take it and nobody is bothered by it at all. But let me tell you what's really happening. They don't not like Nicki Minaj. They don't like Trump. They don't like Christianity. And more importantly, they don't like righteousness. So anybody, you know what the number one thing that people want you to do? Stay in the box that they created for you because it makes them feel comfortable with who you are. You cannot evolve. You cannot think for yourself. You can't explore the possibilities of something different. You can't commit to anything. You can't try anything new out. You can't do anything that they have not placed you in a box and said, this is what you have to be like. You can have children and then change your entire perspective. I've seen people grow out of their ignorance as they were younger, and then they put away childish things and they had a different perspective and people lost their shit. Oh man, people are calling Nicki Minaj a rapist marrier. They calling her a pedo marrier. They calling her a coon, a tether. They saying all of a sudden she not from here. So wait a minute. If she was all of that, then why was y'all rocking with her in the first place? It says more about you than it does about her.
And you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. And when I say that,
trust me, there's nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you're fine. Yes, we did. I love you. You have to laugh about it, truly. I have been called every single thing, and you know what? God is so good, you let it roll right off your back. And this is what's so beautiful about this moment, because if the internet wants to clip it, who cares? I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has...
So really, people are... Wait. That's what y'all offended by? Wait. Is that what y'all offended by? Shit, all you got to do is go to a D.L. Hughley live stream. He done said some of the worst things that we done ever heard of in our entire life. That's what y'all offended by? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, man. Stop. 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 I don't want to hear this shit, bro. People are weak. Weak. Y'all get offended by anything. Anything. I thought it was about to be something deep, like he said that he shot him or something like that. Y'all just was like, seriously?
Hey, what's up, Am? Happy holidays. How you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Good. I wanted to ask you, obviously you and Nicki are super close. Can I ask you, what do you make of everything? Her coming out with Erica Kirk yesterday.
I think she did a great job, an amazing job.
I saw you put on Instagram, the Queen has spoken.
Yes, so, that's right.
You don't think that she should be getting as much backlash as she
No,
is?
she should. We live in a free country. She has the right to her own political opinion, just like everyone else does.
A lot of people feel like because of her fan base being like largely, LGBTQ, that
she didn't say anything wrong. She didn't say anything about the LGBTQ plus community at all.
Right, but her siding, kind of with the Trump administration, or
well, why do people think anybody over there is homophobic? I'm not homophobic. My assistant has been with me for 11 years. He's black and gay. I have a bunch of trans friends. So does Nicki. Yeah. I don't know why people twist our words or think because we endorse Trump that we just hate gay people and trans people. It's just not true.
So when Nicki spoke out a few weeks ago for the Christians in Nigeria, she said it's not about choosing a side, it's about choosing what's right. So do you feel like that's kind of what's going on in this kind of situation too, by her coming out with Erica and speaking?
What's wrong with talking to Erica? That's what I mean. I just don't get the logic behind why people are upset. Mm-hmm. But shout out to Nicki. Yeah. Shout out to TMZ. Thank you.
Shout out to you too, Amber. Thank you. Wait, any plans for the holiday?
My mom's visiting from Jersey, so we just hanging out with the kids.
You cooking or mom?
I'm cooking.
Okay.
For sure.
What are you gonna make? What's
everything?
What's your specialty?
I don't know yet.
Okay, I love it.
I gotta see. Bye.
So, again, I don't see what the big deal is. I'm missing it. I'm trying to understand. I don't have to agree with your lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that we can't have a similar interest. What people don't even understand about the Republican Party is that there are plenty of gay people in the Republican Party. There's plenty of people that live an alternative lifestyle in the Republican Party. You know why? Because you may have a common interest when it comes to the economy, or you may be conservative when it comes to your resources, or you may be evolving and you haven't fully become a full traditional person, or maybe you don't want to be traditional. Maybe you advocate for women's rights, but you're heavy on America first and you don't necessarily agree with illegal migrants being inside of the country. Or you may not necessarily like the liberal policies where we allow for people to take advantage of the Social Security system, right? Or we allow for people to commit fraud over in Minneapolis. Or maybe you just think that we need to place America's interests first instead of allocating for more resources going to other countries. Or maybe you just don't agree with the opposite person, the person that was on the other side of it. Or maybe you want more jobs and investments inside of the United States of America. Maybe you're not conservative. Maybe you're liberal, but you actually have Republican views because you think that they have better policies at the time. We live in America. America is a place for people to freely think and evolve in their thought process that allows for them to create the best situation for their families. So the most racist party is actually liberals. Liberals and Democrats are the only ones that will start to label you a racist or to kick you out or to emphasize cancel culture because they don't agree with you. That's it. That's it. Liberals are the racist party. Democrats have been racist since the beginning of the time. They are the ones that created the crime bill. They are the ones that tried to designate you and allocate you towards a specific district in school. They are the ones that defund everything that goes on within your city, and then they allocate it to people that's not supposed to be there. I don't know how y'all don't see this. Republicans don't try to censor you. Republicans believe that everybody should be able to say what they want to say. You just shouldn't be able to stop me from saying what I want to say. Republicans actually believe in freedom. Democrats believe that you need to get on code. That's the difference. It's plenty of people, it's single mothers, single moms that broke up their families that I'm definitely cool with. Some of them are famous, some of them is not so much famous. But we all align, for example, with the Republican Party because we have similar interests in this and we actually disagree on this. That's the spirit of this country, is meaningful debate. That's what Charlie Kirk did. Charlie Kirk didn't believe in censorship. Charlie Kirk absolutely disagreed with things that people said, but he was willing to have a conversation with you about it and debate with you about it. That's what this whole country is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be civil discourse. Civil discourse. We not all gonna agree. We not all gonna agree 100% of the time. But that's the only side and the only party that want to remove your ability to speak when you disagree with them. You know what's so funny? You know what I find the funniest thing ever? You know what I find the funniest thing ever? Is because for a party that advocates for diversity, equity, and inclusion, that's the only party that don't believe in black people ever having a Republican presence. They believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion, and I don't know how we became the party of gay people, but and when I say the party of gay people, I'm talking about black people in particular. I don't know where we started saying that diversity meant more than just your hue. For a party that believes everyone should have a voice and everybody should be represented, they sure feel some type of way and will call you a coon or call you out of your name the minute that they find out that you have a conservative view or if you even remotely believe in America. Wearing an American flag is like saying I'm a racist nowadays in their minds. If you believe in a flag, if you stand up for the flag, if you represent America, if you believe in our troops, if you say, I seen people complaining about the troops getting a bonus at Christmas. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Let me look at some of these chats before I read super chats. Somebody said, what's up to my girl Mika? What's up, baby girl? You look better every single day. I don't know what's up. Jose Mackey says, Anton, let me get on your show. For what? What you want to say? What you want to say? Somebody keep typing in text to try to get my, caps to try to get my attention and stuff. It's like, come on, man. Listen, man, grow up. You're not in third grade anymore. Stop typing in caps. Stop trying to get my attention. And let me also say this. I'm sticking to it this year, going forward for the rest of the year. I am literally going to try my hardest. Chat, I give you permission to hold me accountable if I ever start, unless you are a person that we know for sure and you just forgot to put your profile picture up. Chat, I want you guys to hold me accountable for not, if I address anybody, if I bring up anybody's picture that didn't send a super chat, but I just randomly pull up their picture and I disagree with them, hold me accountable because I don't talk to people without profile pictures. I don't even believe they're real. You know what I believe. I believe they jerk off in their socks. Chat, hold me accountable if you see me. If you see me address anybody inside of the chat that does not have a profile picture, hold me accountable. Don't let me do it. unless it's a super chat or unless it's somebody that we are used to meeting or we know who they are already because they've been here for a long time. Do not let me talk to anybody that does not have a profile picture. We don't hear them. We don't see them. We're going to allow for them to exist, but it's almost like they have no presence in our life. All right? Hold me accountable. All right, Poor Legacy, hold me accountable. And chat, this is what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to hold each other accountable. If you see somebody in the chat that continues to try to get attention, act like they don't even exist. Hold each other accountable for talking to other people in the chat that don't have a profile picture that we don't know, and they just keep wanting attention, act like they don't exist. Let them talk to themselves. All right? Make sure you guys hit a like for that. Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. All right? Y'all ready to continue on with the show? Let me read some of these super chats, see what's happening. B Hunter says, what up, though, with the super sticker? What up, B, man? I appreciate you, bro. The PB Troy says, it's when she said JD Vance is an assassin. So nobody cares. It wasn't even that big of a deal. Carrington, what up, Carrington says, real shit time. I walked into a 3-1. My freshman year of college, got up out of there immediately. Next day, them boys was in the office on charges and probably getting expelled, messing up the bag. The PB Troy says, as a gay man, I respect all identities. I'm just against medical transitions of minors, and apparently that makes me transphobic. Oh, well, not my tribe. Bro, these people is crazy. They don't even remove kids out of the equation when they start talking about this stuff. Shout out to you, bro. Amon Zimi, I appreciate you for the 2 5-balls. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Tara, I hope you all have a blessed day, too. I hope you have a blessed day, too, Tara. Why Night? Stop being so sensitive. Grow the fuck up. Don't be so sensitive. Let me see what else is going on. So we had that happen. I'm going to get in the ice in a minute. I'm going to jump around. I want to get it. The inmates got caught. Let's go here.
Pressure today on Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, as the feds say that fraud in his state could total $9 billion, up from the estimate of $1 billion. This thing is just absolutely exploding. We heard the $1 billion estimate a few weeks ago.
The magnitude of the fraud in Minnesota cannot be overstated. It's staggering amounts of money that have been lost. But it's not just about the money that's been stolen and wasted. This is a problem that's caused all of us to question what kind of state we live in.
So now almost 100 Minnesota mayors have written to Governor Walz and state lawmakers, quote, fraud, unchecked spending, and inconsistent fiscal management in St. Paul have trickled down to our cities, reducing our capacity to plan responsibly, maintain infrastructure, hire and retain employees, and sustain core services without overburdening local taxpayers. 2 of those mayors are going to join us in just a moment. But first to Chief Washington correspondent Mike Emanuel, reporting live from D.C. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Martha. Yeah, the chairman of the powerful House Oversight Committee is demanding answers. James Comer says his committee is expanding its investigation into massive fraud and money laundering in Minnesota's social services programs. Comer's asking for records from the Treasury and Justice Departments, including suspicious activity reports and interviews with state officials. Comer says honest whistleblowers were ignored.
The state employees who were the first to blow the whistle on the fraud, they claim that they notified Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison years ago. So this has been going on for years. The state employees have been blowing the whistle and alerting the governor, and he's turned a blind eye.
With some suggesting the fraud in Minnesota could be as much as $9 billion, Governor Walz says that's an exaggeration.
I'll take accountability for it, but what you're seeing here is you're seeing a weaponization. We'll continue to fix it. They're going to continue to come up with numbers that don't have it there, and it's sensationalized. I don't expect anything different from this administration.
So wait a minute. Instead of him saying, well, you know what? We need to get a handle on this and we need to find out exactly how much fraud is happening and all of the people behind it to ensure that we hold them accountable. And I have to take responsibility of a huge number and fraud really taking place in my state in the first place. He instead deflects and he tries to act like it's other people's fault that he has a wild amount of fraud inside of his state. And he got that dumbass brown suit on with that brown tie. And this guy, again, we should have known better. The minute that we found out that he had stolen valor and that he actually put tampons in boy bathrooms, we should have been done with him in the first place. But I blame you guys. Who do I blame? The Minnesotans. I blame you guys for voting him in there. Minneapolis and Minnesota, you actually deserve him. You deserve him to ruin y'all state, to steal y'all money. And, you know, I think that Walz is done personally. I don't think that he can come back from this. I don't think that he can mount any meaningful comeback and his reputation not be completely trashed and damaged for what is happening over in Minnesota. I don't think that he can come back from this. I think he's over. If he was to jump on a ballot right now, there's no way that I think that he would get reelected. And the people that want to replace him, they salivating. Kev King said, if I wear a tan, I look naked. I think they salivating. I don't think that you can get back from this with this badass reputation. And then they say at least 75% of all Somalis in Minnesota are on full government assistance.
Congressman James Comer, he is the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, also serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Mr. Chairman, thanks so much for coming on. This is a serious topic, and it seems to be getting worse. I want to catch our viewers up with a press release from your committee, the Oversight Committee, on Monday saying the date to Governor Walz has failed to cooperate with the committee's request for documents and information. That's not good. What steps can the committee take now if Governor Walz continues to defy the request by the Oversight Committee?
Well, unfortunately, I've become very experienced in witnesses who defy a congressional subpoena or fail to cooperate. Fortunately for us, we have whistleblowers, and these whistleblowers are credible, and they're overwhelmingly Democrat. These are good state employees of the state of Minnesota who have been begging for assistance from the Attorney General and the Governor of Minnesota for years to step in and prevent this fraud. They see it every day. This Somali population, which has become a massive part of the Democrat base in Minnesota, it's the whole key to the business model of success for the Democrat Party in Minnesota and on the presidential scale to win the state of Minnesota and get those electoral college votes. They just turned a blind eye.
Y'all should be advocating for this guy to get fired immediately. He should be resigning. He should be impeached. He should be required to get down off of his position immediately, because there is no leader in any corporate America, no person that is leading an organization would be able to survive their job with over $9 billion in fraud. Shit. I don't think that any leader will be able to survive their job with over $1 billion in fraud. If this was corporate America, he would have been made to resign immediately. If this was any kind of major organization, nonprofit, he would be forced to step down immediately. American politics is the only place I know where you can still make money despite being completely incompetent. That you can still make money despite being completely incompetent. American politics is the place to be. You are guaranteed to be able to run the city into the ground, run the state into the ground for 4 fucking years. You can hold on to your job based off of name recognition, donor base, and popularity. You can hold on to your job. Walls should have been, y'all should be on Capitol Hill. Y'all should be at the state capitol over in Minnesota. Y'all should be over there protesting ferociously. Y'all should be calling for this man's job, him, Ilhan Omar. Y'all should be over in the mayor's office. It shouldn't be a politician that is recognizable from 2025 still in office in 2026. But you know what they're not going to do? They're not going to mobilize. And don't make the excuse and tell me, well, Anton, it's because because the Somalis voted him in. Bro, the Somalis is not even close to being the majority of the population in Minnesota. Remember, he's the governor. He's not the mayor. He's the governor. He's not the mayor. That means that he governs the entire state. And if y'all have not went out there and been protesting and calling for accountability on the highest level, and if we only have to do it that is international or national, then that means that y'all fail and y'all deserve to get stolen from. Y'all deserve to get stolen from. Y'all should have been calling for this man's resignation immediately. Ain't no way in hell $9 billion almost. Shit, $100 million. If $100 million is missing, y'all should be calling for people's heads. And he just winging it.
Being Governor Walz and Keith Ellison, the Attorney General, and allowed this fraud to continue. And the governor wants to say, well, we don't think it was billions. Let's say it was hundreds of millions, which I do think it was billions, but let's say it was hundreds of millions. That's still too much. And that type of attitude is the attitude I see every day from Democrats like Hakeem Jeffries, who say we shouldn't worry about fraud going into the Somali population.
Listen, if anything goes bad, just say Trump Epstein files. If anything goes bad, if we need to pivot, if we need to try to figure this out, if they're getting on to us too much, hey, how come y'all ain't released all of the Epstein files yet? How come you didn't go by the Congress mandate to get it done in less than no time, and you have hundreds of thousands of documents? Hey, listen, worst case scenario, go with the Epstein files.
Anyone like me who tries to question that is a racist or whatever. We're not going to be bullied in this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. The taxpayers are sick and tired of working hard and paying taxes and sending them to Washington, D.C. and different states and Democrat politicians wasting their tax dollars. We're going to find out how much money was wasted, who was responsible, and whether or not Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison knew about it and failed to act.
Governor Walz.
You'll never find it. You'll never find it. You'll never find all of the waste. Absolutely not, you won't. You'll never find all of the waste, ever. You'll never find every crack and crevice that they held all of the money and all of the waste and who got paid. I just seen that new Mercedes come out. Somalis is already planning for it. Not the new Mercedes come out, but I seen the new concept car that the new S-Class is going to be based on. Mika going to love that one. What up, Carrie? You did a great job last night, baby girl. You did an amazing job last night, baby girl. What up, Carrie? You held it down. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. Carrie was sitting there just a few weeks ago. Carrie was sitting there apprehensive. Anton, I don't know. Oh my God. I thought she was going to break out on the phone singing a Negro spiritual. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not going to be able to handle it. I thought Carrie just a few weeks ago was going to be singing a Negro spiritual the way she was trying to act apprehensive about this whole situation. I said, Carrie, you got it. What is you doing? I don't know. I don't know. I said she just need a little bit of a battery in her back. Just need a little bit of battery in her back to get it popping. Carrie is a gem. Carrie is a gem. That's my girl. Hey, being in the chat yesterday was awesome. I get to pay attention to all of the details. Carrie's teeth was super white. I said, how did her teeth get so white and straight? Never noticed that before. I got the super chat all night. I woke up, all I seen in my email was super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat, super chat. I woke up today. I said, super chat, 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 super chat. I said, good God. Was it that bad? Did I send that many fireballs? It looked like I was throwing money in the club. Looked like I was throwing money in the club. I was making it rain. And super chats. Yeah. Yeah. I was making it rain yesterday. Yes, I was. See all of that? I was super chat, 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 super chat yesterday. I was making it rain on the super chat. I said you could send this in $5 increments too, and just be doing this all night. Oh man. Oh man, super chat time. What's up, Miss Sanchez? I see all of my friends in the chat today. Yeah. I see Mika, Miss Sanchez. The ladies love you. The ladies be holding you down. Quentin said I was drunk. I was drunk. How was I drunk? I was very much not drunk. The only time that I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the only time that I drunk text is when I be talking to Mika. I ain't kidding you. I'll be like, yo. Then I wake up in the morning and was like, shit, I was out of it yesterday. This is crazy what I'm sending. I don't be knowing what I be sending. I said, I gotta stop drunk texting. Mika catch all of the drunk text strays, y'all. That's how I know she my angel. That's how I know she my little angel. Mika catch all of my drunk texts. That's it. It's only for Mika. Y'all ready to continue on with the show? It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. I love you too, Miss Sanchez. I love you too. I love you too, Miss Sanchez. New rule in the chat. We don't respond to people that don't have a profile picture. All right? And the chat is holding me accountable, and I'm sticking to it. I love you too, Trop. I love you too, Trop. What up, Messi? Messi came and see me in person too. I ain't gonna even forget that. I ain't gonna listen. Messi came to see me in person. I said, "Is that my M? Is that my Messi? Is that my Messi? Is it?" Oh, I got it. Okay, I finally got one. Hold on. Before we get over to the next part, give me a second. I think I seen it. Here he is. Dr. Kimoni says, I don't know if that's his real picture, but it's okay. Dr. Kimoni says, butt kisser Anton. Dick sucker Kimoni. Dick sucker Kimoni. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get y'all ready to get over to the next part of the show? Oh, hey, Miss Sanchez. I was thinking about maybe reviewing the Dave Chappelle thing as a part of one of them. Instead of going to the show for all three movies, maybe we do one for the Dave Chappelle. What do you think about that? Hit me up. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're thinking. Meanwhile, where's the next meetup? Probably Los Angeles, to be honest with you. Somewhere in the LA area. All things will be revealed. You say yes, Ms. Sanchez. All things will be revealed in the beginning of the year inside of the Patreon. You're not a part of the Patreon. It's either going to be in Miami or Los Angeles. I'm telling you right now. The next meetup is either going to be in Miami, man. It's going to be Miami, man. It's going to be West Coast. See what? Crib. I want everybody to want to know things about me. I ain't got nothing to hide. I want the world to see I'm a gangster. It's either going to be on the West Coast, and our company retreat will be announced as well. Carrie, let me tell you something about women. We got a new breed of women out here because these new breed of women, they are relentless with their demands. Hey, listen. Here go Mika. I said, hey, y'all want the money or the gift? Here go Mika. I want both. And then Carrie. Well, I don't care about that. Just make sure you pick one. And then can we do a company retreat? And then Miss Sanchez. Anton, I need you to. Now the guys, they be like, yo, Tom, what up? What we doing? We don't really care what's going on. And the girls, they be like, company retreat, gifts, money, bonuses. When are we coming together? Oh, we want to go on a yacht cruise together. And then Kim, I'll plan it. I'm planning it, guys. I'm going to plan a company yacht cruise. I said, where did this batch of women come from? Where did this batch of women come from? Company retreat, yacht parties, gifts. I said, I can't afford these ladies. I can't afford them. If anybody want to take them off my hands, because everybody keep talking about, yeah, man, I'm about to recruit them for me. Nigga, you can listen. Let me rant for a little bit. Everybody keep talking about how they gonna recruit them, a Carrie, a Mika, a Miss Sanchez, all of these people. Like, nigga, you can't afford them. I don't even say nothing. Y'all want to come up there, y'all keep sending your little stupid ass DMs. Hey, why don't you come on my show? Nigga, what you think? They gonna listen to you? You think that they gonna downgrade? You think that they gonna go from being with moi and being taken care of by the king of the bag chasers? Because I treat my ladies like queens. For anybody that say Anton hate women, all you got to do is go and talk to the ladies. They know Anton loves the ladies. You think that they gonna sit there and say, yeah, I'm gonna leave Anton and come and hang out with you niggas? Go ahead. Listen, if you want them, you got to take all of the costs that go along with them. If you want them, you have to take all of the costs that go along with them, all of the little small demands. You got to take birthdays with you. You got to take, they want sick days. They want to be late. And then they want to get a massage because they feeling late today. You got to take all of that shit with you. You got to get it. Take them. You got to take it with you. You got to take it with you. That's what you got to do. You got to get all of the demands, all of the requirements, per diems. They want a per diem and shit for everything. You got to take all of that with you. If you can afford it, get it. Get them. Have at them. That's the cost of keeping them up late at night. When you be having them up to 1, 2, and 3 o'clock in the morning, then they want to sit there and ask for stuff. Talked to Carrie yesterday. Anton, my iPhone, I don't know if I want this version anymore. I said, all right, I'm gonna call you back. That's why I don't talk on the phone. The longer that you talk on the phone, the more you got to start meeting demands. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. All right? Go ahead. And then Carrie be sitting there talking about, I don't see all of the super chats. All right, we about to, I want to get to a little bit of the money. I want to talk about some money, and then we're going to jump back into the degeneracy, and then we're going to go back to the money. All right? Hold on. I can come back to the OU teacher. I want to talk about this because I've been talking about this, and then NBC News decided that they wanted to do a story on it. This is what they said.
The future of healthcare may look like the past.
What brings you in today?
A family doctor you can rely on and get an appointment with. After a decade working at a large health system in New Jersey with as many as 1,500 patients under his care, Dr. Frank Aliganga says he was among the more than 40% of primary care physicians reporting burnout.
How much time did you actually spend face-to-face with the patient?
For me, I would say 15 to 20 minutes. I tend to...
And you were supposed to spend how long?
I think to survive, you have to spend 7 minutes.
How do you know anyone's condition in 7 minutes?
You can't. You end up becoming data entry clerk and customer service.
The pressure.
Yeah, so what's been happening in our healthcare system, and this is the thing that I've been trying to tell y'all monkey behinds, what's been happening in our healthcare system is that they're slowly trying to make it like Canada. In Canada, you don't even really see a primary care physician anymore. Most of the time, you don't get preventative care maintenance. You don't get monthly checkups. If they just so happen to get a doctor in your particular area, the wait could be a year. They'll be waiting at the door just to get an appointment to see a primary care physician. And then they only see you for 2 or 3 minutes. They ask you some questions, get the doctor to prescribe you some stuff, and then walk out the door and go and see another person. That's usually what happens. That's literally what happens. And so that is what's happening over here in the United States of America. That's why when you schedule a doctor's appointment, it takes so long, or you got to schedule it 2 and 3 and 4 months out. And you bet not. You bet not. You bet not be late. See you, Tara. I'm going to check you out, baby. And I'm live streaming tomorrow on Christmas too. And you bet not be late. Because if you're more than 15 minutes late, then you basically cancel your appointment. And so what most primary care physicians and doctors are doing is they are moving away from an insurance-based business. The first person that I ever heard talk about it before was a Black woman. And this was years ago. And I think I heard her on social media talking about it. And she said, yes, guys, I am this kind of doctor or whatever, but I do not any longer accept insurance. I only do direct care. She said, I only do direct care. And I said, what? And because I was so ignorant and because I was so dumb, similar to the conversation that I was having with y'all the other day, I didn't do my research. So I was listening to her and it sparked my curiosity because that is the stuff that I find interesting. And so I did my research and I'm listening to her. And so she only takes on a certain amount of clients on a monthly basis. And most of them is direct primary care, meaning that they come to you or she only works with certain people and certain families. And then when she gets to a certain threshold, you got to get on a waiting list for somebody else to leave in order for you to get in there. Yep. And then I started doing some research and I found that rich people or people with resources have been doing this for years. They have the direct phone number. They can get them on the cell phone right now. If they sick, they can get them over to the house, fix it, whatever, take care of business. And it's a direct connection to the doctor. And so rich people have been outsourcing and ain't even fucking with insurance. This is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Look, we perish for lack of knowledge. And so when I started to try to spark your curiosity, when I was over there in La Jolla last week, y'all sat there and said, no, AD, you're wrong. No, AD, you're wrong. No, AD, you're wrong. No, AD, you're wrong. No, I'm not wrong. I've done my research. And so the primary care physicians hate how many clients they got to see. And they hate the fact that they got to fight with the insurance companies to get paid way after they already see you. They even hate the fact that they got to deal with all of the paperwork that come with the insurance companies. They hate it. The only thing that they want to do is the initial consultation where they get you into the system, and that's where they fill you out. Your name, date of birth, if you have any pre-existing conditions, shortness of breath, all of that other dumb shit. They put that junk in there one time, and they only want to come and kick it with you. I had never experienced, listen to what I'm saying. Yes, Carrie. I had never experienced the type of care that I'm getting now when I actually had insurance. When I was working at the University of Michigan, when I was working at Comerica Bank, when I worked at Flagstar, when I worked at all of these different places, right? And they would pay my job because your total compensation is the entire cost of what it takes to employ you. So when your total compensation may be, let's say you're a worker and you make $120,000 a year, your actual employee total compensation package may be $185,000. That means all of the benefits that they're paying, taxes that it takes to keep you, whatever the cost is of you as a employee, that is the total cost that it takes to have you on payroll as a direct report. So they paying tens of thousands of dollars a year, plus you got to pay another whatever that comes out of your paycheck, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month a year. They got to do all of that, right? And then you go in the office. First, you got to take a big, long appointment. It takes a long time for it to get to you. Then they ask you for your insurance card. Then they run your insurance and see what your copay is. Then they got to build the insurance company. And then it's going to be 30 people that's ahead of you. And you're going to be sitting in there cold with that goddamn gown on, that sheet on, waiting for them to come in and do some stuff. Or my personal experience was I got a direct primary care physician. They don't have a whole lot of clients now. And then they can come in and they can visit you. They will come directly. I be sitting here live streaming. And then I got an appointment 20 minutes after my live stream done. And then he walks in with his doctor's kit, just like how we used to play doctor and shit, like the old days. You had the little kid, like the old school people. He come in with his little thing around his neck and a doctor's kit, and he comes in and we sit, we have a conversation. He does all of the tests, blood work, EKG, piss, all of that stuff. And it's chill, it's slow motion. It was the best experience I've ever had in my entire life. And it's all because we don't do our research. It was like the old days. If you watch those old movies where the people would come in and they would have a conversation with the doctor, and the doctor, oh, okay, what's wrong, little young man? Like, it was like the old days. Like the movies. It was like the movies. And it was so pleasant. It was cool. They understood you. They know you. They call you. You get whatever it is that you need, whatever. And it was the best experience that I've ever had in my entire life. Ever. I'm never, ever, ever going back to that bullshit that I used to be on. For all of the years that I was programmed that this is the way that it's supposed to go, and you have to go through the insurance company and all of this other dumb stuff. They'll come to my crib. They'll come to my office. A concierge doctor. That's exactly what it is. So now what you're experiencing is that there's a lot of doctors that used to go through the insurance company that's getting influenced, and they making more money, and they have a better experience and less stress, less clients, and they'll come to you. They will come to you.
Becoming data entry clerk and customer service.
The pressure of the system grew so bad, Dr. Ali Ganga thought about leaving healthcare entirely, considering
burnt
real
out.
estate or even becoming a flight attendant. But before he took to the skies, the doctor attended a seminar and learned about a different way to practice medicine, direct primary care, which has gone from a niche approach just a few years ago to thousands of practices nationwide today. Direct primary.
We've been abandoning this Obamacare bullshit for a long time, and it's a lot of people that's waking up. And usually what happens is it's always the community that's the last people to catch on. Then when they catch on, they're going to be so excited that they're going to be sitting there doing a live stream on TikTok, telling every single person about how it is that this is what they're doing. People been on this wave for a long time, and the only people that reject it are us. And we always come to the party late, or when somebody put you hip to it, or when somebody starts to tell you the truth about it, and hey, you need to wake up. Hey, you need to get rid of this shit. Hey, man, you need to stop doing it like this. You know what y'all do? Always reject it. You always initially reject it because you don't want to step outside of this box that they put you in, and you want to go with the thing that you used to go with, even if it no longer serves you. Yeah, facts, Mika. They waiting for Jay-Z or Beyonce to say it. Now, when Jay-Z or Beyonce is saying, when they put it in the Lemonade song, then you'll start to accept it. But people been doing this for a long time, and people have been getting away from it. And most doctors is burnt out. You just seen him. He was thinking about being a fucking flight attendant. He was thinking about being a flight attendant.
Care doctors don't take insurance. Instead, they charge a monthly fee per patient, often ranging between $50 and $150, whether you see the doctor or not. In exchange, patients get longer appointments and more access, plus the same doctor every time.
For me, it just made more sense. The clinic I was going to before that, all the doctors kept leaving.
So we'll talk about the
Now check this out. Check this out. This just dropped 15 hours ago. I told y'all about this shit last week. And y'all fought me tooth and nail. I went into my comments. People was whining and complaining and tripping and acting like I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. We had this conversation last week, and I said, listen, it's way, way cheaper for you to get a primary care physician than for you to be paying this goddamn insurance unless you got some pre-existing conditions. Way cheaper. And the doctors, then you don't be stressed. You get right to them. You can come and see them. You pay whatever it is that you're paying a monthly, and you good. I talked about this shit last week, and y'all sat there and rejected it. Y'all rejected it. I said, man, listen, paying out of pocket is way better and way cheaper, and this is what it is that I do, or whatever, so on and so forth. And when you go and get your prescriptions, most of the time, unless it's some exotic, unique prescription, sometimes, most of the time, it's cheaper than the copay. And the people fought tooth. No, I want to pay my $18,000 a year in healthcare coverage. I want to pay my $16,000 a year in healthcare coverage. I said, why? Why? Open up your mind. This is a lot of people is doing this. They not doing that no more. People that are smart, they doing it differently. They doing their research, doing the legwork, and then they not even do. I didn't even pick my stuff. I had my people do it for me. I said, hey, listen, this is my criteria. I'm not going in any more offices. I'm not doing this. I need them to be able to come to me. I need them to have a great reputation. And I want the same doctors that them motherfuckers over there at the Lions got. Because they sent me one of them doctors that the Lions be having, and he told me that that's what he do. And I said, I want them same type of doctors, because he had came in here and he did it for my insurance, because I had upped my insurance. And it took them like a day to find it. And when they found my perfect one, I'm in heaven. Oh, I'm in heaven. They getting away from it. They're getting away from it. The first time I ever heard somebody talk about it was a black woman.
The diagnosis.
To see Dr. Ali Ganga, Natasha and Fred Esquera pay almost $300 a month for their family of 5, including Natasha's mom, to avoid the problems of the traditional system.
You want someone on your side that knows what's going on with you, that you're not just another number.
Ali Ganga is just starting his new practice. He has 35 patients and needs to build up to 400 to make it financially viable. Even then, he says he'll make less money than he did when he was in a big healthcare system, but he's happier.
Definitely much happier in terms of being able to practice medicine the way it was taught.
And so are his patients.
Thank you, Dr. Epic.
All right, Ann Thompson joins us now in studio. And some of our viewers out there may say, this sounds a lot like a concierge doctor, but it's different.
It is different, but there is an awful lot of overlap, Tom. The big differences are about price. Concierge is typically far more expensive, and the role of insurance. Many concierge practices will still bill your insurance company for some of the services offered. While doctors setting up primary care, well, one of the big appeals for them is getting away from insurance altogether.
They hate them insurance companies. I think this is the woman that I found. No, that's not her. That's not her. She wasn't a holistic doctor. She was a doctor that only did concierge. Man, I wish I could find that lady. I wish I could find her. I can't find her. Oh, is this her? I think this is her.
The moment y'all find out I don't take insurance, click. Y'all don't even give me a chance to explain myself, right? So what I wanted to do was I want to come on here and explain why I do not take insurance and the concept of my practice. So if you don't know, I am Dr. Adesola Oyewole. I'm a board certified physician in Houston, Texas. I'm the owner of Lilly Primary Care. And so basically my practice operates on a membership model. My patients pay a monthly membership fee for the benefits of having me as their physician, number one. But in addition to that, they also get hour-long visits with me. They get unlimited medical visits. They get the ability to text me after hours, really 24/7, but let's just keep it after hours. They also get discounts on labs and imaging. And so in addition to that, there's also more of a personal relationship, right? My patients are not rushing. They're not rushed out. I'm not rushing to see, to get to the visit. I'm really focused on taking care of my patients. If anything were to happen, God forbid, my patient get admitted to the hospital, I follow them while they're in the hospital and when they come out. And so that's what's included in the 125. And a lot of times my patients end up saving money because of the discounts on the labs and the discounts on the imaging, right? Say, for instance, you go see your doctor. Some of you guys pay a copay and end up getting a bill whenever you get home. That's more expensive than the visit. And so This is a way to make medicine simple, to simplify medicine. All of the fees are upfront, transparent. You know what you're paying for, and you're getting a better quality of care with your primary care doctor. And so that is the reason why I do not take insurance. Don't come for me. It's just a better way for me to practice and connect with my patients. And then
She was the first person, and I just wanted to give her credit. She was the very first person that I seen speak about this. She was the very first person. If y'all go over there hitting her up, make sure you tell her you found her as a result of coming to me. If you go over there and you talk to her, I know some of y'all are in Houston and all of that stuff. If you go over there and you talk to her, then make sure that you tell her that you found her as a result of me. She was the very first person that I had found that was speaking about this. And so I started researching some of the stuff that she was seeing. And see, I don't be looking at all of the bullshit, right? I'm going to try to get her on a platform so that I can actually get her insight and information. But, I don't capture, when I'm not doing a reaction video, I don't capture all of the bullshit. I go to figure out exactly what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so all I'm telling y'all is this. Y'all need to open up your mind and do research. The reason why we so fucked up, the reason why we not getting money, the reason why we don't have, a better opportunity, or we don't, you know what I'm saying, grow, is because we so close-minded. We're so close-minded. We don't think differently, or we don't even see what somebody is talking about. They was coming for her when I first discovered her, because this was 2024 that she dropped this. 2024. And so they was coming for her.
Hi, I'm Leah.
I don't need to continue to do that because they got all kind of concierge doctors. They was coming for her when she first said, "Oh, I don't take insurance. I'm a primary care physician. I don't take insurance." They start going off on her. And she was like, hold on. Y'all don't even know nothing. Look, see? Slam. Only $300 per month for a family of 5. I was paying $1,800 a month for a family of 4. I'm telling you. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all have to open up your mind and stop being closed-minded. There is so much money, so much opportunity, so many savings, so much better experiences. If you just hold on for a second and say, you know what? Let me hear what's going on, or let me figure this out. Let me hear what's going on and let me figure this out. Your car, put that in put the information about her in the Discord. Put it in the Discord for everybody to see. I want to make sure that that's in the Discord. Create a thread for that and then put it in the Discord, and we'll go from there. All right. Really, Carrie? Our house premium is going to be over $700 a month in 2026 in dental, and $900 a month for a family. Yeah, you could beat that, bro. You could beat that all day. All day you can beat that. We pay way less than that. Way less than that, Carrie. But I'm telling you, man, these insurance companies and the way that they setting this up is a scam, man. It's a scam. I remember when Obamacare first came out, they were saying that you were going to be penalized for not having insurance. Tell me I was wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. When Obamacare first came out, they said that you were going to be, some people don't even remember this, but I remember this because I was a grown fucking man. When Obamacare first came out, I remember they were saying that if you don't get it, then you are going to get penalized. Look at this. This is from 11 years ago.
Affordable Care Act. Yesterday marked the deadline for signing up for health care coverage under the Affordable Care Act. The Obama administration says 7.1 million people have enrolled. But what about the millions of Americans who are not included in that group? News Channel 15, Sarah Wagner has more from their perspective.
Those who didn't sign up for care or don't already have health insurance will now face fines for each month they aren't insured. But
This was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, this was what the conversation was. Man, listen, I got a great memory. I remember everything. I remember everything. I remember everything, bro. You not gonna get nothing off on me because I was outside and I remember having these conversations. I just wasn't streaming about it. I just wasn't streaming about it. And we sitting here talking about, oh man, Obamacare. Obamacare was so, oh, I want my Obamacare. I want my Obamacare. Y'all don't even research to see what these politicians is talking about, bro. Y'all don't even research to see what these politicians is talking about. Y'all just accept their word for it. We're fighting for the Affordable Care Act because your penalties are your health care insurance and your premiums are gonna go up 3,000,000%. And you go for this shit. And you like, oh my God, Trump is a bad man. Oh Lord, can't believe the Republicans. Man, listen, all you gotta do is stop. And fellas, y'all got to get some control in your household, bro. Stop them from panicking. Stop her from panicking. Calm the fuck down. We gonna figure this out. And all is well. Tara said I was working at Wendy's and I owed $200 at the end of the Oh. Before we make first premium payment, you're making me think we need to go in a different direction. Just open your mind up. Open your mind up, Carrie. You know I got you. I'm going to tell you the truth. When I talk to you later on today, I'm going to tell you what I'm paying, and you're going to fucking go crazy. You're going to be like, what? What? I'm going to tell you what I pay for dental, and I'm going to tell you what we pay for my concierge doctor. It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go into it. I'm going to share that in the Discord, too, for all of y'all that are on the Discord. Shout out to my PayPal people in the building. I appreciate y'all. Let me read some of these super chats and then we're going to go over to the next part of the show. Shout out to my PayPal crew in the building. What up, Carrie Ann? I appreciate you for holding me down. It depends. Listen, I'll tell you what, Carrie Ann. I'm going to start a thread, or I'm going to have your car start a thread inside of the Discord, and then we're going to share information, all right? So all of my bag chasers, we're going to start a thread in the Discord, and we're going to deep dive into it, all right? Tova, less. I pay less than that. I pay less than that. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, shoot. I made a mistake. I hit the wrong button. Hey, I'm on a live stream. I got a quick question because I don't know the exact amount. What do we pay monthly for dental?
What do you mean?
What's the monthly fee for our dental plan? If you had to guess. If you had to guess.
Like $100 and something dollars.
Like probably 130, 135, right?
Something like that, yeah.
And that's for me, you, and Leslie?
Yes.
All right, cool. Thanks.
All right,
Bye. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. No, it's not a dental savings plan. It is direct. It is a direct contract that we have with our dentist. It is a direct contract that we have with the dentist. We working directly with the dental company. No, that's not a visit. I see. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna keep it moving. Again, make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Y'all got Cobra? You paying Cobra? Of course they don't think about it because they only think that you supposed to just go with the option that they tell you to go with whatever it is that you got going on. So I don't deal with that. Anyways, just do your research. So for some people, it may work out for you. For other people, you may say, nah, I'm going to just stick with whatever it is that I'm going through. All you got to do is do your research. Now, remember, I'm paying for a whole family too, but some people can get it through their job. The dental is not as important as the healthcare coverage. All right. Is this profile picture okay? Says Silly Billy 1010 win. Shout out to Silly 1010. Is that what I would look like? Oh, I look fucking good. I would look great with an all gray beard. Maybe I should go all gray. Amon Zimmy says, Anton, did you hear about the passport bro in Brazil? They got caught assaulting a 6-year-old. You bitch ass passport bros. Sexual predators. Started following your channel this year. Salute, bro. So tired of the cancel culture trying to silence those that critically think for themselves. Shaking my head. Keep doing your thing, bro. I got you. AR is back. 87 says crazy rich Somalians. Merry Christmas, buddy. Hey, send me that. You said a passport bro was over in Brazil doing what? Merry Christmas, buddy, says DJ. DBL Dime 79 in the building. Merry Christmas to you. AD, I haven't demanded anything yet. Give it time, says Tropical. I pay almost $500 a month. Shit. LD in Humbleness 30 says, hey, what's up, AD? Question, when is the next meetup? Probably is it February or March? I don't know if it's going to be February because I got 2 birthdays in my household after that. LD in Humbleness says, I'm 30 next year, Lord. AD, I am 30. Next year, Lord willing, will be my first time leaving the country. However, I traveled to about 10 states in the United States and feel as though I'm behind. What's some other states to visit? All of them. Bro, go to Alaska, go to Hawaii, go to different parts. See, in the States, there's different parts, right? So I'll give you an example. If you go to Michigan, you can go to Detroit, and then you can go up north to Traverse City, and then you can go over to Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island, they don't even have cars. On the island, they get around by horse, they get around by walking, all of that. Like, go to all of them. Bro, at 30, you're not even behind. You're not behind. You just regularly go to different places and explore. You good? Anton Shalom says, Whiskey Pierre, the other thing is tax write-off, medical expense. The best part service is when you want it. Big government don't want that healthy people. Oh, they don't want it. Until you can get a concierge or a private doc, try to find a DO instead of an MD. They are way more holistic, but research for yourself and do what you feel is best for you. P.S. I love you, AD, and I love you too, Tia Marie. That's all I want for people is to have options. I want people to research to see what else is out there. And they depend on you to stay ignorant so they can continue to monetize off of you. D Hugh Gaming says, how you penalize me for not taking care of myself? That's some crazy work. LD says, Carrie Spencer are posting on your page today or over the holidays. Make sure y'all subscribe to Carrie's channel. Carrie says, would it make sense to pair concierge doctor membership with catastrophic health insurance? Probably. It depends on what, well, you're saying with so basically in the event that you have some crazy, crazy medical emergency. It depends on what the cost is. I would. Onaka, my girl, says, Anton, you're a national treasure. More Than Mellow says, there was a show called Royal Pains about this. Yeah, Carrie was telling me about that. I never seen it. They want us to be like Canada and be assed out. Let's see what's going on. All right, let me pull up this passport, bro, situation. Let me see what's happening over here in these streets. I don't want to look at everybody else's live streams about it. I just want to see the footage. Hold on, give me a second. They don't just have no direct footage of it? All these niggas hanging out with their shirts off and junk? Let's just see what they got going on.
Sao Paulo arrested an American man who was sexually exploiting children in Rio de Janeiro. His detention was at a downtown hotel. He described himself on social media profiles. The text then includes a series of excerpts from a video.
As soon as they entered the room, the American, identified as Floyd Wallace Jr., 29, was arrested in the Liberdade neighborhood in downtown Sao Paulo. The evening game. He threw himself to the ground and was handcuffed. The operation was carried out by teams from the Homicide and Personal Protection Department in support of civil police officers from the state of Rio de Janeiro days. According to information from the Child and Adolescent Police Station, the American is accused of exploiting several children.
They put him in the back of the SUV. They didn't even let this dude sit in the side. They put him in the back of the SUV. Listen, when I'm telling y'all, look, I don't give a fuck if them niggas get offended. I'm almost okay with them going over there. And, they'll sit there and say, oh, Anton, you dick policing. No, I'm not. I'm just calling out predatorial behavior. You was a lame here, and you a lame there, and you like kids, and you went to a place where you felt like you could go and do it a little bit more effectively. I'm telling you, bro, listen, y'all keep acting like I'm the bad guy because I identify dudes that are out there doing some of the worst things ever. And they think that just because they go to another country, that it makes them valid in being able to do it. No, you're not valid in being able to do it. You still a sexual predator. And y'all want to act like, oh, no, man. Man, listen, the women is just more submissive over there. All of this other shit. Bullshit. I believe it's called sex tourism. You a trick. You a John. And now we're starting to discover that you're a pedo. You're a John. Now, let me preface this by saying that it only applies to the people that get offended. The only people that get offended are the ones that I'm talking about. Again, I say it and I use this example all the time. If somebody say, oh man, all black men is broke, you know why I don't get offended? Because me nor all of the people that I'm around, a lot of black men that I know, are not even close to broke. They are thriving and surviving. So I would never respond and get offended when somebody calls something out, because we know over there in Colombia, they telling y'all to get the fuck out of there because y'all over there fucking up the money. The Dominican Republic is poor as hell, and that's the only reason that they continue to let y'all over there, is because they ain't got no other way in order to make money, especially over in some of these cities that's some of the most degenerate places. They're not thriving. They're letting you come over there because they know that they ain't got no money. So in order for them to be able to survive, they got to let you come over there and feed their people with the American dollars that you bring in on your Spirit flight. So for the people that are traveling to these countries because they truly care about the weather, the culture, they want to see something different, they want to, whatever. And if you just so happen to meet a person that you fall in love with, that's a completely different conversation. This ain't applicable to expats, and this is not applicable to people that actually do things the right way. Now, if you're doing things the right way, then you wouldn't give a fuck. But this sicko is, I think, more of a closer reflection of what I see being communicated than anything else. And just because they don't say it out loud, don't mean that you can't read between the lines. We know when niggas are sexual predators. You know the difference. You can tell. You can see it in their eyes. Can't even keep their eyes in their head. Can't bring them around your children. That nigga can't wait to get home so he can jerk off because he been looking at a little kid all day. Can't wait to, they got a jerk obsession. Even if it ain't applicable to a kid, it's just any woman they'll just take it. Oh my God, I'll do it. Hold your motherfucking L. Hold your L. Hold your L. Hold your L. The biggest tricks ever. The biggest tricks ever. The biggest Johns you'll ever see in your life. The only difference between them and the niggas that get arrested on the streets that get caught up in these things is that most of the time they can get away with it because they go into a different country where they allow for sex tourism. That's all it is. All it is. Think about it for a second. Dudes that take regular trips with other dudes to a foreign country. Let's say, for example, y'all go on 4 or 5 trips a year, because it do be like that. It'd be 4, 5, 6 trips a year, sometimes once a month. Hey, man, we going back over here. You keep going to the same place over and over again. Nigga, you buying pussy and you bringing home diseases. And they want to act like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. You buying box and you bringing home that monster, nigga. Horrible. And now they finally starting to catch some of you ugly motherfuckers.
In conducting their inspection of the hotel room where he was lodged, the police found a significant quantity of electronic equipment, including files. They also seized a variety of items such as pen drives, memory cards, a notebook, a computer, multiple.
They recording it. He recording it. He got the same camera I got.
Cell phones, some stuffed animals, a watch with
a stuffed animal. You sick mother effer. You sick. You sick. You're traveling with a stuffed animal?
An embedded camera and various other telephone devices. At the start of December, law enforcement commenced an intelligence operation following a report from a ride-sharing driver. The driver stated that a user who had used a false name requested a ride with 2 minors whiners. During the ride, the man spoke with the children who said they were going to meet an older man who didn't speak Portuguese. The girls couldn't explain how they knew him. That's when the civil police were contacted. On December 18th, the police identified a user who had requested another ride with 4 underage girls. During monitoring, agents identified that the American had traveled to Sao Paulo the previous Saturday and was planning to flee the country. This is where the teams established a perimeter to prevent his escape. A temporary arrest warrant was served for the crimes of the investigation.
That's what they look like. Weirdos. Weirdos. That's what they look like. Weirdos. Every time. Every time. And you know what a lot of them do? They come on here and they come on the live streams and they jump on these platforms and they get on Twitter Spaces and all of this stuff and they giggle amongst themselves. Yeah, man, because it's crazy over there. Remember when we was, oh, no. Went straight from playing Dungeons and Dragons, in the corner of the lunchroom to flying over there to try to get some boy pussy. Straight from playing Dungeons and... Come on, man. We know who they are. We know who they are. We know who they are. It is not the cool kids club that's doing this shit. The cool kids club is not the ones that's doing this shit. We know this. We know this. Niggas chasing somebody's daughter.
Investigation also revealed that the criminal had self-identified as a tourist on social media profiles. According to the civil police, Floyd is a U.S. citizen and has a channel on a video platform where he posts videos of himself resisting police approaches and being arrested in
they all like it. They all talk about it.
Various states of his native country.
Look how you walking. Look how you walk.
The foreigner has a criminal record in more than 3 U.S. states for crimes such as resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and assaulting a police officer.
Walking around with yellow and orange socks on. Mismatched socks. Yellow sock, orange sock. Yellow sock, orange sock. This is who they are, bro. This is who they are. Straight up, this is who they are. Suckers. Suckers all day long. Then they'll say that I'm crazy. They be having dudes like this come up on a live stream. Yeah, man. And then here's the funniest part about it. These type of guys, they'll come in my chat and try to shame me for being an upstanding citizen of the United States of America. For being a person that supports and holds people accountable for trying to do the right thing. They'll be in my chat. And this is why we gotta be, bro. That's why I be like, yo, I'm not even responding to nobody that is easily influenced to do some shit he wouldn't have did if he was by himself. I'm not responding to people without profile photos that I haven't already known or seen in here often amount of times because I don't respect these type of people. If you're easily influenced to label yourself something based off of sex tourism, use a bitch all day long. All day long. 100%. 50% chance that you would be arrested for something over here and you would have to register for the sex offenders list. Sucker. I'd rather you be a simp than a sex tourist. I mean, you can't control yourself. I mean, you have no discipline whatsoever. You would do anything. You would do anything. Ugh, ugh. You got caught with kids in another country. Ugh. Now you know that this ain't the first time, right? It's the first time he actually got arrested for it over there. This ain't the first time. This is not the first time. This is the first time that he got arrested for it. Facts, the bested from planet Earth. 100% facts. Time this nigga out. He don't understand. Watch y'all kids. Watch your kids. Pay attention to who you bring around your kids. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm. Subscribe to the. I'm telling you. Pay attention to who you bring around your kids, and make sure you hit a like for the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel. I'm glad y'all told me that. This guy Burner cell phones, apps, children puppets, computer dark web. If true, oh, it's true. Another. Thank you, Molly. That's the real name. It's the Passport Predators. Now, if it don't apply, then don't get offended. That's the Passport Predators, Molly. LD says, AD, have you ever been to Philadelphia? If so, what did you like and didn't like about it? I've never been to Philadelphia. Fi Brown keep on trying to hold me accountable for it, but I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to the city of brotherly love. Ain't that the city of brotherly love or Rocky? Battle of the cheesesteaks. Also been thinking about visiting Clearwater, Florida, but I heard it's not much to do down there. What you think? Bro, it's going to be a different vibe everywhere. Everywhere got a different vibe. San Diego was a lot, La Jolla was a lot more chill. I just got back from there, but I stayed in La Jolla and I stayed in downtown. It's just more chill in general, but the weather is beautiful. The women is slow motion. A lot of super fit chicks, and then there's a lot of flatbacks too. But, you know, they got good energy. They all wear big glasses. You know what I'm saying? Go see for yourself. Just go travel America, bro. Missed a lot. I'm about to get back out of here because I got to shoot out to LA. So I think I'm going to hit Vegas first. And then I'm going to go to LA to Vegas. And then I got a bunch of podcasts that I'm supposed to do all in January. Bag Chasers PD got a new unit for the PDFs. AD recently self-employed. I drive for a living about 50 hours a week. What are some of the ways I can make more money on my downtime? What do you mean you drive for a living? Are you got a CDL? Are you a delivery driver? Or do you work for UPS? Do you work for USPS? Do you work for FedEx? Are you an Uber driver? Are you a limo driver? What days a week do you work? Email me at AntonDaniels413@gmail.com. I'm going to get you a coaching call. I'm starting back coaching calls in January. What else is going on in the streets? We got time at least for one or two more, right? ICE is cracking down on illegal migrant drivers. Nah, we'll save that for tomorrow. Lakeland woman dead, 13-year-old shot in the face after man is enraged and requests to change the TV. Kind of off that right now. Ashley Buzzard arrested for murder. Daughter Melody was shot dead. Nah, I don't want that right now. Delinquent student loan borrowers could see wage garnishments next month.
Is taking a victory lap after a new report showed the economy grew rapidly over the summer. The news coming as the administration prepares to garnish the wages of some who have defaulted on their student loans. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest. Nicole, good morning.
Sophie, good morning. Beginning the second week of January, the Trump administration says it will resume garnishing wages from student loan borrowers who are in default. It's the first time borrowers' paychecks have been garnished since the beginning of the pandemic. Now, roughly 1,000 defaulted borrowers will be affected in this first wave, with that number expected to increase throughout the year. Around 5.5 million borrowers are currently in default. Now, it comes as President Trump is taking credit after a new report showed the U.S. economy beat expectations, growing at an annual rate of 4.3% from July through September. But polls show 57% of registered voters disapprove of Trump's handling of the economy. And consumer confidence is at the lowest it's been since the U.S. rolled out tariffs in April. Experts warn spending by wealthier Americans.
They didn't ask me.
You need to check it out and try to get a repayment plan going on before they do that, because I can't afford to have my wages seized.
The Trump administration announcing.
See, let me guess. Barbie shirt, a lot of tanning, pink purple hair, drawed on eyebrows with no actual eyebrows on them, and gender studies degree. Hanging out at the park, should be at work, gender studies degree. Gotta be a gender studies degree.
Because I can't afford to have my wages seized.
The Trump administration announcing today it's moving forward with a plan to begin seizing pay from student loan borrowers in default. We could see that change come as soon as January. Ozarks First, Michael McLaughlin live in Springfield tonight. He spoke to a resident still paying off her debt today and a financial advisor on how people can stay in control of their money.
Right. So when someone doesn't make a loan payment within 9 months, it'll then become defaulted, meaning that the government will have the right to take around 15% of their wage to pay off said debt.
In 9 months? Come on, man. If you start getting your wages garnished after 9 months, you deserve it.
I was not aware of that. They have already been seizing my tax refund every year.
Jessica Carey tells me she still has a significant amount of student debt to pay off.
I think it's about 60 grand or something like that. I got a bachelor's degree, then I went to grad school for a year, and then I did some other stuff and borrowed a bunch.
She says she can't afford.
So here's my question. How come when they ask these people what they owe for or whatever it is that they got going on, I went and got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree and everything else. I've been a bunch of other stuff. What the fuck is you talking about? What is this other stuff? Number one. Number two, what is your degree in? I did a review video yesterday of a woman that says she makes $53,000 a year and she have a civil engineering degree, but she chose to work in a library. Chose to work in a library. She chose to work in a library. What is their master's degree in? See, people keep saying they got a bachelor's degree. I got a master's degree. I got a piece. In what? In what? I need to know your field of study, your curriculum. I want to know what you did your dissertation on. I want to know what it is. In what? People sat there and criticized me for saying that you should go to community college. Man, I got the nerve to be broke, turning your nose up. How you gonna be broke and turn your nose up as somebody giving you a better suggestion? Ugh. Ugh. What? Community who? What do you mean? What do you mean community who? It's coming out of the tax dollars. That's why you pay millages inside of your cities. It's coming out of your tax dollars already. That's why it's subsidized by our tax dollars. Why wouldn't you take advantage of a lower credit hour and then transfer over to a major university after 2.5 years? Your degree gonna say the same thing. Nobody is gonna know. Nobody is gonna care. Often at times, the community colleges are a little bit more rigorous than they are on major universities because they ain't even paying attention to you on major universities. You're already paying for it. You might as well take advantage of it. Did you know that you could take your students could take some college level courses. Some can even enroll in community college before they even graduate high school so that they can get college level credit, and then they can start to move towards their degree faster and they won't have to spend as much time in school. Bet you didn't know that one. Nor did you care. Nor did you care. You only cared about the college experience. I just want to be a forever student. Let me give y'all some insight. Most forever students are not there because they love school. They're there because they're trying to defer the amount that they have to pay when they start to have to accumulate or go to a job after they get out of school. Most people go back to school because they don't have a job or they don't want to pay back their student loans. It's not because they just love school. They love having to not have to pay their student loans back. So instead of them facing the music and facing the consequences, bro, paying back student loans is like getting in trouble when you did something wrong in your relationship. Instead of just facing the music, you continue to lie to yourself. Going back to school or pretending like it's not there is just lying to yourself. Or you could just face the music and you'll realize, listen, the faster that I deal with this, the easier it'll be long term. But no, you want to continue to live in a lie. And so instead of you just owning up and saying, yeah, you know what? Man, I fucked up, bro. But you know what? I'm over it. I ain't really trying to be in that no more. And so let me just move past it. You got the option to be able to stick with me, or I could just move on with my life and I'm going to go ahead and run this up. Instead of owning it and releasing yourself from that burden, releasing yourself from that curse, releasing yourself from the lies, you decide that you want to just continue to pretend like it don't exist. Okay, well, the Trump administration got something for you. This ain't Biden.
Ford to go into default.
I really do need to check it out and try to get a repayment plan going on.
She didn't even check it.
Before they do that, because I can't afford to have my wages seized. Tax season's coming up, and I don't want them to, I really needed that refund this year, so I don't know what to do.
I spoke to Richard Baker with Fervent Wealth Management. He tells me the first thing borrowers should do is see what can be done to get caught up on payments.
You don't want to owe Uncle Sam money, right? So do whatever you can. They're workable, they're common sense people. So reach out to them saying, what payments do I need to make? Is a minimum payment I need to do to get out of default so that you can be in control.
And then adjust your weekly budget accordingly.
The main thing on your budget is to make it breathable. You don't want the anxiety, you don't want the stress. So figure out ways to lower what you can. And it's usually those big lever items. It's your rent, it's your budget, it's your gas, it's your...
I don't nobody want to lower that. Don't nobody want to lower that. You know what women do? Let me tell you what they do, Mr. Springfield, Mr. Fervent Wealth Management. This is what they do. Y'all want to know the play? Fellas, I'm going to tell you the play. They don't want me to tell you this part, but I'm going to tell you this part. This is what the play is. I'm about to find me a man and pray to God that he never asks me what my student loan balance is before we get engaged and get married. The first question that y'all should ask a woman, because I know you want to ask her what her favorite food is. Do she like roses or do she like a bouquet of different assortment of flowers? You want to ask her what's her love language. You know how women want to know what you do for a living? Yeah, I see. Yep, I see you in the chat. Any woman that comes into my sphere, the first thing I am going to ask her is what? What are your liabilities? And that could be anything from a nigga that's trying to kill you when you move to a different state to what your student loan balance is. And that's going to tell me everything I need to know as far as whether or not I need to even keep you around me. Stop asking her what's her favorite food because you trying to be a simp. Oh, you like Italian or do you like Chinese food? Do you like Chinese? You like Chinese food? You want to be Italian. Hey, Oh, ask her. But don't ask her outright. Ease her into it. Ease her into it. Oh, yeah? What school you go to? Oh, you got a master's. What? What school you go for? It's crazy. Look, this is what you hit him with. I'm gonna get you there. Listen to Unc. Listen to Unc. I'm gonna get you there. Your parents must have been rich. That school is expensive. And you went out of state? And you went and got a master's? And this is what she gonna say. This is what she gonna say. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah. No, my parents didn't grow up with a lot of money. So what'd you do? You got a lot of scholarships? Shoot, I'm trying to figure out, how I'm gonna take care of, what I'm gonna tell my kid to do. No, I just got a bunch of student loans. You mean like a bunch? Like a whole lot? Or like, a minimal amount of student loans? Get it out the way. Get it out the way. First month, you need to have that conversation to find out where she's standing financially. Guys, I'm trying to tell you. You know why? Do you know why you need to get it out the way? Do you know why you need to get it out the way? Because she gonna put some shit on you that make you never want to leave her. Then you fucked. Because now you trying to reason with it. Well, so how long you work for a nonprofit? Because you probably got like 7 more years of working there, and then maybe they'll forgive it if you're on an income-based repayment plan. Then you're going to start reasoning with yourself why it makes sense, because she put that thing on you. And boy, she going to lay it on you like never before after she tell you she got them student loans. Because when you marry her, it then becomes your burden. And boy, is she gonna put that pressure on you. I never seen myself as a girlfriend. What do you mean? What do you mean? I always see myself as a wife. What do you mean? I never seen myself in debt. I always seen myself as debt free. So look like we both got a dilemma on our hands, don't we? I never seen myself as, because then you keep trying to explain it to her. Well, Anton from AntonDaniels.com said it really is no difference because you're really spiritually married, because it's the person that you're having sex with is the person that's really your wife. That's according to the scriptures. So why we got to involve the state in it? Because, it's just different. Because, when my mom contact me and she keep asking me what I'm doing, what am I supposed to say? It's my parents. I can't lie to my parents. Meanwhile, you got that cool 110 staring at you from Nailnet. Nailnet like, yeah, McGilla Gorilla. Get him, McGilla Gorilla. She over there facing hell and high water. Finances is in fucking shambles. She is faking it. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of women that's faking it till they make it. They gonna have they bags, the Louis Chanel, something that some other nigga gave to her, and she gonna present herself. I can't do nothing with a nigga that can't do nothing with me. I don't want to be around no dude that can't do nothing better than I already do for myself. So you gonna come in, you captain. You gonna come in with your cape on. Whoosh. Yeah. What you mean you can't do nothing more than you can't do for yourself? Nigga, you getting tricked. You getting sucker punched. Boy, she faking it till she make it. Nigga, she working and every dime that she got is going towards every bill. She got $37 at the end of the week, and your name is food. And you gonna walk in there thinking that you big dog. Yeah, nigga, because I got me a baddie. I got me a baddie, nigga. Showing me pictures. And you see this nigga? You see this baddie? Shit, you ain't never had no shit like that. And I'm looking at that hoe. Nigga, we all hit that. What the fuck you talking about? And she got student loans. You just don't know it yet. Dummy. Dumb. Can't figure out the red flags. I don't want nothing from no nigga that can't do. You keep taking her to steak houses, feeding her. And she keep telling you, I don't see myself as nothing but a wife. Rationing out box to you, nigga. And then she gonna hit you with the one ooh-op shebang. She gonna throw it on you. And you, oh, yeah, you know what? Ah, baby, I can't see myself living without you. I can't see myself living without you, baby. I never had nobody like you before. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. You complete me. You complete me. You complete me, baby. You, me, together forever. Getting married to that same old song. I just want to get married. Jagged Edge song is so tired. Next thing you know, you hit me up with a coaching call. Yo, Tom, I'm ready to take it to the next level. I'm gonna ask you the same question that I always ask you niggas. Hey, so what is your debt looking like? Well, and then this is what they say on the phone to me. Well, my debt is cool. I already know. Okay, so you got your anchor on the side. So what's her debt? I mean, I keep telling her to get her shit together. Now I gotta hold you accountable. I'm gonna tell you how the coaching call gonna go before it go. Now I gotta hold you accountable. What you mean, nigga? You didn't know that she had student debt before she get it? Yeah, but she told me she was gonna handle it, bro. She told me she was gonna handle it, big dog. What you think I should do? Now we gotta have a different type of coaching call. The one you thought that you was gonna get is gonna be different from the coaching call that you're gonna have to get. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go. Check the transcripts, bro. Check the credit reports now. Trump is making it easier than ever for y'all to be able to pull it up electronically and see what she working with. Is she getting garnished? By who? Chase, Nailnet. Are they all chasing her down? Huh? I just gave you the whole blueprint. Now, don't say I didn't warn you, because I told you, niggas. I told you. Don't say I didn't warn you. I told you what was going to happen. Yeah, you got to check her for fraud, waste, and abuse, Mr. Lott. You have to check her for fraud, waste, and abuse. You got to do an audit. One thing that I advise people, because yes, Anton Daniels is a marriage counselor also. I prefer to manage you before you get into it, but sometimes y'all go ahead and jump in and think that I could save you from yourself. But let me preface this by saying that one thing that I always try to do, people want to sit there, and most people that counsel y'all on marriage are going to go through and they're going to try to check your love languages. They want to know if you communicate effectively. They want to figure out whether or not you guys are an avoidant type or a clingy, a stage 5 clinger. They want to know all of this dumb shit. I don't go with that first. The first thing that I want to know, all right, where the fuck the money at? Because the money is the thing that's going to be the number one killer of your relationship. So I want to know who tricking off the money. Is he a gambler and he spent the house note? Are you over? Do she got a bunch of student loans? Are y'all eating out every day? When I check the numbers, That's going to tell me every fucking thing that I need to know about your relationship. I don't care about your communication type. I'm going to check the numbers. It's going to tell me how you communicate. I don't care about whether or not you're an avoidant type or you're a stage 5 cleaner. Your bank accounts and your numbers are going to tell me everything, buddy. I don't want to know whether or not she cheated on you. Your bank accounts, the statements are going to tell me everything, right? I'm going to know. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to put the whole puzzle together without you saying one fucking word. I'm going to find out. I want to know where the money is going. When I find out where the money is going, I could either fix you or you're going to have a decision to make of whether or not y'all want to stay together. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. The money is going to tell me everything. It's going to tell me whether you a simp. It's going to tell me whether or not she tricking off on another nigga. It's going to tell me whether or not you a slouch and you only working 36 hours a week. It's going to tell me everything. It's going to tell me your habits, your yeses, your nos, where your priorities are, everything. Now, think about if you really want a coaching call, because you may not want one after this conversation. And I'm not trying to make you, because my time is precious and my shit be booked the fuck up. I be booked the fuck up. All right? I be booked up. Read some of these super chats and get y'all up out of here for the day. Hey, did you get my coaching call email, Fukari Ferry? Yes, I did. Why is Chris Brown in your profile picture? You ain't scared, Anton? Okay. All right, Trop. David and Williams says, AD, I sent you a story about a man that walked into the DMV in Delaware and shot a state trooper in the head and killed him. Just had a baby, too. Good God. All right, I'm going to check that out. Let me look at it. April Williams says, I may be late, but have you seen the latest scam for the... Yep. People in Detroit been doing it all day long. I've been seeing it all in my email, all on my timeline. People doing a Klarna glitch. Basically, they doing it. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, April. That's on the docket for tomorrow. I have seen it. Yes, I have. People putting stuff in other people's name. AD just sends you an email. Look out. I seen it. Literally, I seen it after I told you to send me an email. Alberto, what up, though? Mr. Lott says, don't do it, fellas. I did. I was relentless with Mr. Lott. I saved him from a lifetime of heartache. I am going to claim my credit right now. I saved Mr. Lott from a heartache of a lifetime. Boy, he couldn't see it at first. He couldn't see it. That's because she kept on trying to throw that thing on him. And she kept on trying to throw that thing on him. I said, bro, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be so real in our coaching calls. I said, bro, don't listen. This was going to be the worst mistake of your life. This is going to be the worst mistake of your life. This is going to be the worst mistake of your life. Don't you do it. If you do it, I will never talk to you again in my life. I will ban you from every single chat. Every time I even think that it's you, I am going to get rid of you if you make this mistake, because it is going to be the mistake of a lifetime. And I had to pull him from under that car. Mr. Lott, don't do it. Don't do it. And Mr. Lott was like, he was just like, Omar Epps on Higher Learning. Deja! Deja! And he was like, dog, that was the best decision I ever made in my entire life. I said, you got way more money in your pocket too, don't you? He said, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Listen, I have to serve my clients. I have to serve my clients. I had to serve my clients. I said, I got to make sure I do the best thing in the interest of my clients. You know what I'm saying, Slim? We had to get him up out of there. I said, Mr. Lott, I'm not going to let you make this mistake. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you make this mistake. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. You know what I'm saying? Doing better than he ever had before. Best decision he ever made in his life. No, he stayed clean of her. Stay clean. Because once you out of it, you can see it a lot more clearly. Like once you got some time, you can see it clearly. You see it clearly. I love my people. I love my people. I'm not gonna let you fail. We're gonna go through the mire together. That's what I guarantee. I guarantee success. Delinquent student loan box is the devil and I rebuke it. Department of Box Efficiency, that's a fact. Getting to that bag. That's why I don't mind taking Mr. Lott's money because I saved him $1 million. King DJ Trick says they usually tell me after the third date because I'm her bestie and that's when I see my way out. Got to get up out of there. Spacer says I got cursed out real bad on my coaching call. Yes, I did. Look, I am going to be what I need to be to make sure that y'all are done, that y'all get it good. Did you check those songs I sent? AD, thanks, Country Boy. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. First, before I do any coaching calls, I am finishing porting over. Y'all may be getting notifications. I'm finishing porting over all of the content onto the Patreon, and I'm structuring it differently, and I'm getting these vlogs ready to release, and then I'm getting these live streams set up. All right? Okay? I want y'all to have a very Merry Christmas, and I want y'all to be back here tomorrow. For those of you that get tired of your kids and get tired of getting bossed around by your chick, keep telling you to open up more gifts, or y'all, why did you forget the syrup? Everything is closed. I will be live streaming tomorrow. Yes, I will be live streaming tomorrow. All right. I love you. I appreciate y'all. And we're going to be on Room 9 tomorrow night. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.